Hello, beautiful people. I'm here to do an oracle card reading for you. Today we're working with 3 different decks. I've got the Goddess Power Oracle deck, which I absolutely love. It's one of my newer decks. So working with that one to bring in the various goddess energies that work with God Source energy and help you to become more of your divine feminine. Now, men, of course, can work with these energies as well because we all have divine feminine within us. And at the end of the day, these are really powerful beings of light. So working to help humanity to become enlightened, essentially. So, which means, less of the, bad, low frequency energies and lower emotions that might hold us back from living as our soul selves. So what we actually came to earth to do. So the goddesses are really cool. And then we've got the Chakra Insight Oracle as well. I really love this one because it's really colourful cards, and I'll show those to you in a minute. So Karen Sangster, that one, and that's a Blue Angel Publishing publication. So Keepers of the Light by Kyle Gray. So absolutely love those. Cool. All right, so I did my mirror reading. So I've got 3 layers, obviously, with the 3 decks that I just showed you. And then, so each of the placements, I'll talk you through as I do those. And then the 3 cards together form a bit of a story, just gives you more context. So you can do the same if you like. So I've got the 6 placements, so past, present, future, conscious, subconscious, and then the action step. So yes. Is that beautiful Natalia there? Hello. So with the central theme and the now, we've got family. So belonging, community, culture, tribe. So, who you feel like you belong to, where you belong, and just having those really strong grounded roots for yourself at the moment. If there's any stuff going on within your family, like we do have the communication card, so help coming in from your spirit guides to help you to communicate authentically from your heart and have a really clear throat chakra so you can say what you need to say so that your family can know where you're coming from and understand and all that kind of stuff. So it even just is to tell them, when you need some time out or what your needs are and all of that kind of stuff, so that can be something they can help you with, and hopefully support you with. So then we've got the Holy Spirit as well. So expect miracles. So if there's been stuff going on in the family, even if those people are far away from you at the moment through circumstance, certainly prayer and sending positive energy and just visualizing things working out for the best just will help you to have that peace of mind. And just, if you are really spiritual, call on the Holy Spirit and ask for that peace to come in, because there's a lot of things that are outside of our control right now. And so really working with your inner peace and trust, giving yourself that reassurance that everything's going to be okay. And same thing, if you are that light for yourself, then you can be that light for your family members too, so that you can be calm and peaceful and grounded, and send them positive energy because they feel it. Okay, people really do feel that energy and those intentions. So it says, remember that only love is real. Miracles will occur naturally. Spirit has your back. So just trusting in that. Okay, so yeah, it's really a reassuring message through the theme and the now. In the subconscious, we have focus. So focus on what you want, because that's what you create. The power of the subconscious mind is such that if you focus on certain things and you intend and you decide things for yourself, then your subconscious mind goes to work to support you, to prove that you can do it, right? So through focusing on what we want, sometimes all of the beliefs of the reasons why we in the past perhaps were conditioned to think we couldn't achieve that, it does come up, but it comes up for clearing so that you can have, more of your best self come out, so that you can have that progress towards what it is that you're aiming for. Krishna, devotion. Trust your spiritual guidance. Your commitment has been recognized. You are loved unconditionally. So with that, focus on what you are devoted to, that you have something that you are devoted to. So what are your values? Is it your family? Is it your goals? Is it, your commitment to your career and your mission in life, your business? Is it your health and fitness? So, really being devoted to it and focused on that. So then the third card in the story there is divine consciousness. Interconnection, expansion, oneness, light. So this is really cool. It's basically to say that you are already at one with what it is you're visualizing. You're already at one with your future self that has what you intend to have and the kind of experiences that you intend to have. So visualize that now and know that you're supported by the divine to actualize, to self-actualize. I talk about Maslow's hierarchy of needs. Self-realization is at the top, so yeah, what are you devoted to, and focus on that, and the universe has your back with that. In the past, right, we have, and like a foundation of what we're talking about here, we have time. And I love this card because I've had this thing my whole life, like an anxiety about time, that there's not enough time, that I'm behind, that I'm going to get left behind or running behind, and all those kinds of things. But, I've really healed that a lot. Part of my healing was I stopped wearing a watch in my 20s, just because I just was constantly checking, like, oh my God, I'm running late. Am I going to be late? Just my brain just going constantly with it. And so I was like, well, since we have smartphones and stuff, like, it tells you what the time is. So it just stops that habit of always time checking. And so then it's just that gradual building of faith and trust that I'm right on track, that I am exactly where I need to be, that as long as I'm listening to, my soul guidance and following what I know that it is that I'm supposed to be doing, then it's all good. Time is not running out, Sure, we're like only on planet Earth for so long. We need to like remember, the Stoics love to remind themselves daily that they will die. It's like at some point you will die. Sure, it's like just to remember that, yeah, we do have a certain amount of time on this planet, but to not come at our life with that lack and that scarcity about time, that it's like, oh, it's running out. It's like, I have this amount of time, and not that we know exactly, but it's like, I'm going to take what time I have and I'm going to honor it, and I'm going to live my life to the fullest. I'm going to live my dreams, and I'm going to be a person of my word and a person of honor, and live with what I'm committed to. So that just sort of helps that time healing. So there might be more as we talk, but faith, humanity, and benevolence. Stay calm. It's a great message right now. There's so much going on the planet. It's like remembering to stay calm throughout. And, obviously this message depends on what people are dealing with. But at the same time, panic doesn't really help. It's something we can't help at times. It can happen. But it's like to really build that inner talk and dialogue to just calm yourself back down and really soothe and tap into that inner peace. So faith is really important to remember that, we're here for a reason, and that we do have a higher power that looks after us, and to ask for help with that. So, and to ask for help to stay calm and be calm. So trust the good in yourself and others, see the light in the world. So there's always good aspects to appreciate as well, even if it is, just the home that we have and just the food that we're eating and all those kinds of things. Bring it back to real simple, the basics of everyday life, and have that gratitude. So it really helps to build that positive energy, a gratitude practice. That's one of the basics of living a happy life, and perhaps one that, when we're stressed, we forget to do. So it's good to remember as well. So insight, understanding, awakening, awareness, self-evaluation. So this to me is saying tap into your intuition, build that intuitive muscle, have faith in your life, and know that you have enough time to achieve what it is that you came as a soul here to do in your life. In the conscious, so creative spark. So it's time to, particularly for people who still are on stay home directions. What creative aspect can you tap into right now? And even if there's that point at which are kind of with the monotony of, you know, having to stay home, that it might not be as easy to tap into that creative energy, but it's always there within you. And if you can really trust and ask, essentially it's like a creative miracle, the creative spark, to create space inside of yourself to go, I am going to tap into something new that I can get excited about, that I can create, that's going to come from me. And that I can birth, that is mine. And so whether you need to reach out to somebody else online and create something that way, or get, you know, a mentor or a coach or somebody, if there's a way you can do that. Certainly throughout the years I did swaps with other practitioners and stuff so that I could get things that I needed when I wasn't hugely flush with cash at the time. So it was about really that, you know, old barter and trade kind of mentality, and that abundance mentality, to know that there is always a way to achieve what it is that you need, and to receive what it is that you need. So ideas, this is new ideas coming to you. Charity, prayer and contemplation. So we already talked about the power of prayer before, and, you know, really that power makes a big difference for yourself. Pray for yourself, pray for others, pray for, you know, miracles for humanity, for stuff that's going on in the world right now. Just pray. And again, that's not a religious thing. That's more a spiritual thing, to tap into that energy of the, you know, higher power of what you believe in. So connect with heaven, ask and you shall receive. So, and given that, you know, her name is Charity, it's like, is there a charity that you can give time to, or, you know, money or what have you, but that there's always a way to give back, and to really feel into what that is. I've loved the work of Catherine Ponder for a really, really long time. She's quite amazing, and she talks about gathering your mana, and it's like, even when you like believe that you've got nothing to give, that, you know, to go through your home and just feel, is there something, like it might be an old jacket or something that you don't need anymore, and to be able to give that to, you know, a homeless person or something like that. Again, it's not that easy for people that are having to stay home right now, but just have a feeling to, you know, is there something that you can give, like, you know, reaching out and making contact with someone that might just need that energy and that human connection. Hey, there's ways anyhow, so you'll know for yourself what that is. And then money. So finances, power, generosity and abundance. So it's like, there's always opportunity for more money to come to you, more ideas, more connection, more synergy and reaching out, and then the opportunity to give. So it's giving and receiving as well. So it's a cool message. I really like that one. In the future, so we have Gula, healing. So yeah, we're all being given the opportunity to heal at the moment. Certainly having more time and having rest and things like that will allow you to heal. So when we're busy all the time, it really blocks the ability for the healing energy to come in and, you know, help you get on track, whatever that means for you. So with Mahavata Babaji, that rolls straight off the tongue. Soul expansion. Your consciousness is expanding. You understand the connection between all things. So this is just that expansive self. So moving more into your healing energy and your soul expansion, understanding more about yourself as a soul, not so much identifying just as a human meat suit cruising around, that you are a soul in a human vessel, which is really cool when that awakening happens. And then the third eye, so your intuition really opening up there. So exciting. So for some of you, it'll be about, you know, taking up yoga, learning Reiki, really, you know, going into the healing arts. That's really cool, because these are all really powerful, you know, awakening cards. And that's what it's really all about. Everything that's going on at the moment is all about humanity awakening and becoming more, you know, are we going to choose to have more light and more love and more kindness and unity? You know, the opportunity is there for us to practice that just within ourselves. and to bring more love and kindness to the table wherever we can, so that we can become, you know, the light that we want to see in the world. So in the action step, adaptability. If that's not the key word of like everything over the last, you know, year and a half, I don't know what is, because yeah, we've done a lot of adapting. So yeah, that's basically the key to survival, really. Well, that's what they say is, you know, the ones that, you know, are the most adaptable, the most successful, and most long-lived. So yeah, I'm sure that there's a point at which adapting too much is not a good thing, but you know, you've got to go with like they say, go the direction that the horse is riding. So that was a funny saying. So yeah, Melchizedek, higher learning. You have learned from experience. More inner study is now required to further progress. Yeah, so yeah, with that, it's, you know, you don't know everything yet. There's so many other things to learn and parts of the picture that it's like, just not go with the flow. Like it's just within your own integrity and your own inner voice and what you know is right for you. Adapt and learn new things so that you can be in your best position to continue to progress and proceed in the direction that you want to go, despite all the changes and the shifting goalposts that are happening in the world at the moment. So intuition, that's interesting. We got that again. So with the third eye chakra and then intuition. Yeah. So trust, insight, awareness, and guidance. So just know you are guided. Good things are happening within yourself and your own growth and all of that kind of stuff. Learn new things. And yeah, I just think it's really an exciting reading as far as like what is the potential there for your personal growth and your own intuitive awakening and soul awakening and soul expansion. So even if you're having to spend more time at home, there are even free resources out there so that you can get the support that you need. My Awaken Your Goddess Within program is beginning very soon, and I've got a free Facebook group with lots of resources, meditations, hypnotherapy, and things like that. And so that's a pre-work so that we get kicked off into activating our goddesses within together, and then people can make that decision whether they want to jump in on the group itself, on the program, the 6-week amazing activation, Awaken Your Goddess Within, which is $555 for the actual program. So if you want to get in on the free group, let me know, comment below, and or find me on Facebook, Peita Campbell, and in brackets Trinity Lovebird. That is my stage name. So I'm sending you guys so much love. If you would like to have a reading with me, I do those mostly on Zoom. On occasion with my friends. If you're a friend of mine in Darwin, then we can organise in person, that's fine, depending on what's going on with restrictions and what have you. We'll do that obviously within that. So yeah, sending you guys lots of love and have an amazing day, and reach out if you have any questions whatsoever about any of the services that I offer with the coaching and readings and photography. Take care everyone, bye.